Akira Toriyama. You may know him as the man who created Dragon Ball, the most widely known anime/manga in the world. Even people who've never watched anime know Dragon Ball. But it wasn't always like this. How'd he first come up with this story? Well, that's exactly what we're going over today. And remember to subscribe if you're new. Anyways, let's get into it. Akira Toriyama was born April 5th, 1955 in Nagoya, Aichi, Japan. When he was a young boy, Toriyama liked to hang out with friends and draw. He had started drawing in elementary school because of him and his classmates' boredom. He realized very quickly that he was actually decent at drawing. Toriyama would draw sketches of his friends for fun, draw cartoons, and eventually started going to draw at a local art studio in his hometown with his friends. It was here that he drew a Disney character, allegedly a dog from 101 Dalmatians, and won himself a little award. Toriyama decided that maybe drawing was fun. As he grew a little older and became a teenager though, he diverted his attention away from drawing and put his time into watching Western films and other American movies. After middle school, Toriyama joined a special high school and underwent a design course where his drawing spark rekindled. He even joined a manga club and became president of it. And as high school flew by, Toriyama needed to decide on pursuing drawing at a university or leaving the school setting and going to work. He decided on the latter against what his parents thought and joined the workforce. Toriyama got a small job at an advertising place drawing posters for his employers. He did it for 2.5 years, then he left. He didn't like the schedule he was on and his drawings felt shallow. After he left, he didn't look for more work. For like a year, Toriyama would sit at his place in Japan doing who knows what, until one day he realized he was running out of money. So what's the best thing to do when you're low on cash? Enter your manga one-shot into an amateur manga contest. The prize was 100,000 yen, or $1,000, which was a really good amount back in the late 70s. Toriyama created his first ever manga idea, pulling inspirations from lots of places. It was called Awawa World. It was a goofy manga about a samurai and basically Superman in the same world. But unfortunately, his manga didn't win the prize money. So the next year, for another newbie manga contest, he submitted Mysterious Rain Jack, which used a lot of Star Wars characters, a movie that had come out a year prior. It was a finalist, but lost due to disqualification because he straight up used Star Wars characters. A man named Kazuhiko Torishima saw his works and told Toriyama not to stop writing manga because Torishima saw something in his stories. Toriyama could combine Western-like comic attributes with Japanese manga very well. And he was also very funny, so he kept writing. He was coming up with many stories and drawing a lot of new manga. Eventually, in 1979, he wrote Tomato Girl Detective. This story showed some success, which Toriyama was not familiar with. This gave him the hope he needed to continue. The following year, Toriyama created Dr. Slump. This manga took hints from all his previous mangas and proved to be very successful. It became massive in Japan, amassing millions of viewers and millions buying his tankobons. Most people put Dr. Slump in Dragon Ball's shadow, but Toriyama was a millionaire way before Dragon Ball, because of Dr. Slump. In 1981, Toriyama meets a fellow manga artist who he eventually ends up marrying in 1982. She decided to stop writing manga when she got married to Toriyama and instead to help him and give him ideas. She was a massive help to Toriyama, and you could say she helped shape Dragon Ball as well. In the years following Dr. Slump's release, we saw anime adaptations, a movie, more books. It was going very well. Then Toriyama's editor Torishima suggested he make a kung fu/martial arts manga. Torishima noticed Toriyama's love for Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee movies, so he thought it would be a good idea. Toriyama made 2 one-shot manga stories before Dragon Ball was created. The first one was called Dragon Boy. We see similarities to Dragon Ball in this manga, like the characters, the title, and the setting. But this obviously wasn't Dragon Ball. While it was still good, it was missing something. So Toriyama put out his second one-shot called The Adventures of Tong Poo, and the characters were closer to what we know now as Bulma, Goku, Yamcha, and others. While he was brainstorming ideas for his new manga and how to make it better than its 2 predecessors, he went through a lot of design changes. Specifically, this. The characters were going to look vastly different, but Toriyama's wife told him they looked weird. So he adjusted them and we got what you know today. Dragon Ball was going to be very similar to Dr. Slump at first, in a comedic sense. Goku was going to travel around making jokes and sexual innuendos. Toriyama changed this plotline very fast. He actually changed a lot during Dragon Ball's writing. He claims he didn't have an overarching plot to begin with when he started writing. He was gonna make the heroes get the Dragon Balls, then end the story. But it turned into much, much more than that. We obviously see Dragon Ball Z come, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, many movies, games. Basically, this manga blew out of proportion in Toriyama's eyes. But either way, we got Dragon Ball. It took years of thinking and work from Toriyama, but eventually he did it. And there you have it. That was a video on how Dragon Ball was created. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and comment Dragon Ball in all caps if you got this far. I hope you all have a great week.